Hello guys, it's NBK here, and today I'm gonna be playing Overrated or Underrated.
CSGO players with beards, overrated or underrated?
This is the greatest question. Underrated, obviously, I'm gonna say that because I have a beard and I play Counter-Strike Global Offensive forever, and there's always the debate whether more beard is good or less beard is good. And sorry, my cat is being massively overrated. Fuck that cat. But yeah, there's always a debate of that. Is it a good thing or not? I'd say it's underrated. It's a good thing.
Winning 2 majors, overrated or underrated?
I think you can always say underrated because nothing compares to that in Counter-Strike. Winning a major, let alone 2, hopefully more, is something that cannot be compared in Counter-Strike with anything else, and so therefore I think it can only be underrated. You cannot retrieve the same feeling and sensations in any other tournament, really.
Valorant, overrated or underrated?
Ooh, I think Valorant is a bit overrated as a game right now, underrated into what it's going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. I think Riot knows how to make a game go big into the esport level. But I think that right now the game is not amazing in that sense. I think it's a good game, but it's not like on the level of Counter-Strike. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with the game in the future.
The EnVyUs lineup you played on, overrated
Ooh.
or underrated?
Okay, so I think the EnVyUs roster right now is probably overrated in terms of everything that we have achieved. Oh my fucking god. It's happening, the cat's still going crazy. I think with all of the nostalgia that goes with it, I'm probably going to say that it's overrated. We had some excellent moments. We were the best team in the world at some point. But in terms of the long term, it's probably not as good as what people remember it to be. But it was an excellent moment from French Counter-Strike regardless, and we have achieved really good things, but we're probably not what people are remembering of it.
Kenny S, overrated or underrated?
I think Kenny S at this point in time is underrated by the community. I've seen a lot of people talk down on him and forgetting who he is and his identity as a player. And I think for me, it's the most important thing he has to get back to. Is to find his own identity again and being selfish again. And I'm 100% sure he's going to be back and being one of the best operators in the world.
Virtus.pro, overrated or underrated?
For the first time, I'm probably going to go a little bit overrated. In the sense that I think Yakindar is a massive success in recruiting, and I think he's carrying them very hard in the sense of being insanely impactful. And if anything, history has shown that it's hard to get that level of performance, and I'm curious to see where they're going to fall when his performance is going to dip a little bit as well. So I think they're overperforming more in that sense at this point.
Online CSGO, overrated or underrated?
I think it's overrated because it is the way we're playing right now, and so people are always going to be like, yeah, it's online, and online things are going to be different. I think I disagree. I think some individual performances are going to be different, but I think the way CS is being played is going to stay the same. So all those arguments, I think, are over the top, really.
OG, overrated or underrated?
I think fairly rated, really. We haven't been, when I was in the team, winning any trophies, but we're contending for several of them and always had a lot of tight games. So yeah, we don't deserve a title of being among the best 5 teams in the world, but we're also not bad either because we were contending for every tournament and every game that we were playing in. So yeah, no, I think it's fairly rated where it is.
VeryGames, overrated or underrated?
Trying to hit on nostalgia here. I would say fairly rated, if not a little bit overrated. We had in VeryGames all of the legendary players in France that went through it, a roster that everybody remembers for the most part, and insane memories that have been created. So yeah, it was one of the best team in the world, and at some point the best team in the world. So I think people remember it properly. It was a great team.
Are you overrated or underrated?
I'm overrated as fuck, mate. No, I don't know. I'm happy with who I am and what I've done. I've created insane rosters the past 6 years, and I think that's a little bit underrated. But I don't care. I'm just doing my things. I'm not here to be judged by others. It's not my goal. I'm just doing things because I want to make them and I want to compete as much as possible. So I let people choose in the comments. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in another video.